Sriracha Ace, Simcoe, Buckle. Gravel Bottom Craft Brewing and Supply has been in business for about 20 years now. If you're a home brewer, this is the place you come to brew. But Gravel Bottom also brews beer now. Matt, 20 years in the making.
Yeah, I think the first concept of Gravel Bottom, it was born about 20 years ago. It was that dream that you have when you're young, you're getting out of college, and you're like, oh man, what do I want to do when I grow up? And I always wanted to own a home brew shop. And that's really where Gravel Bottom started. It was always a home brew shop with a small brewery component. And it was initially, the concept was just to have a half barrel system, something where we could brew some of the recipes I've come up with, or some recipes that we were trying to promote in the store, just so people would have that experience with their shopping in the homebrew shop. And that's really where the concept of Gravel Bottom came from. Now when we did our due diligence and I finally got the opportunity, 16 years later, the market had changed quite a bit. I remember moving back to Michigan, and I turned away the corporate job, and my wife was very supportive and said, well, let's do the brewery thing. And that's when Gravel Bottom really became a little bit more of a brewery than a home brew shop.
But it's interesting how, right, 3-barrel system, things have changed over the years, right? You asked me, was I a home brewer?
Yeah.
And was is the key word in that sentence. I was a home brewer for a number of years, and then I stopped. I mean, there's so much great beer being brewed.
Yeah, no, I hate to hear that. Yeah, I think there was this really great growth of home brewing. Probably in the mid, you'd have to look at the data, but if I had to guess, it was probably mid-early 2000s, at 2005, 2006, to about the early teens, 2012. We saw this huge growth of home brewing happen. And I would say in the last 3 or 4 years, it started to level off. And it was those home brewers during that growth who were really able to take advantage of the paradigm shift that's created the craft beer market in the last 10 years. But what I worry about now is that we don't, are we losing some of the home brewers because we have so much good craft beer out there? You don't have to brew your own beer anymore. That's why you don't, right? I mean, that's what you were telling me earlier.
I fill up a growler and I'm good to go.
And you've got 40 places nearby that you can just go get some of the best beer in the country, and you walk home and it's done. You don't have to spend 6 hours brewing your own batch. I would say, I challenge people to get out there and brew for a couple different reasons. One, it's where the creativity comes from. We need that pipeline of home brewers, right? Either to come in here and brew on our systems and be creative, or to start their own breweries, right? That diversity of the market's really what makes us unique here in Grand Rapids specifically. So I would really encourage people, and not only that, it's fun. It's creative, and it's a product. At the end, you end up with something that you can share with friends that they're genuinely excited about. And they come over, you always end up with more friends when you're brewing beer, I guarantee you.
All right, time to sterilize the equipment and get back at it. Matt,
I appreciate it. Yeah,
thanks so much.
you do.
Thank you.
Right.
We'll talk again next time on The Draught.